Hi everyone, my name is Zhang Renyu and my metric number is 165448. Today I'm going to present my title explore the application and the future tense of artificial intelligence in the Chinese film and the television industry. This research was conducted at the University of Science Malaysia under the supervision of Professor Teremaya L. Sursami. In this presentation, I will discuss the background and the motivation for the study, the research question, the methodology, and the main findings and the future implication for the industry. Now, let me briefly walk you through the outline of my presentation. Chapter 1 is the introduction, where I will explain the background, research problem, objectives, and the question guiding the study. Chapter 2 is the lecture review, which discusses relevant theories, previous studies, and the conceptual framework that supports the research. Chapter 3 covers the methodology, describing the research design, data collection, process, and the technique used. Chapter 4 is present the result and answer, including the key finding from the data and the hypothesis testing outcomes. Chapter 5 is discussing and conclusion, where I interpret the result, discussing implication in limitation, and suggest the direction from the future research. Chapter 6 contains a reference and shows the study, and Chapter 7 includes evidences with supplementary. As you know, there has been rapid adoption of artificial intelligence in China film and the television industry. That creates many opportunities to enhance production workflows and audience engagement. But it also brings changes such as questions about creative control, austerity, and so concerns. However, despite the scores, there is still limited understanding of exactly how AI is being applied, what's the benefits and changes and experiences, and what future trends may shape the industry. Therefore, this research aims to explore the current application of AI identify perceived benefits and changes as the industry professionals pro positive and predict the future trends for AI integration. The main research question directly follow these objectives, asking specifically about current applications, benefits, and changes industry precipitation and anticipate the future directions. And chapter 2 present the conceptual framework of my study is based on the extended theory applied behavior attitude, subjective norm, and perceived behavioral control are the key predatories, include influencing the usage of creative platforms. Usage is enhances creative adaptability, which you the military leaders to increase the creativity. This model is supported by recent studies published between 2021 and 2024, and it guides the development of the research hypotheses and essays. And chapter 3, I used the qualitative design with theme structured interviews targeting professionals in China's film and television industry, including directors, producers, and technical experts that were collected both online in person, and I used the technique analysis to identify case themes. These findings were validated through expert feedback and regulation to ensure reliability and credibility. And chapter 4 summarizes the result of the analysis. The participants were professionals in China's film and television industry, including directors, producers, and technical experts. We used optimistic NZ to interpret the interview date. The KCMs identified were current AI applications, privacy benefits, changes, and future trends. Finding indicate AI is widely used in editing, VFX, dubbing, and recommendation system. Benefits include cost reduction and improved workflows, while changes include concerns over creative control, austerity, and regulation. Future trends point toward creative tools, virtual production, and AI job making strategies. This slide is discussing the conclusion of my study. First, the key findings show the attitude, subjective, normal, and preserved behavior control will have a positive influence on study usage of creative platforms. Usage itself significantly enhance creative adaptability and creative adaptability. Strong perceived overall creativity. This result supported the extended theory of planted behavior, confirming that the traditional predictor remain valid, but also demonstrating the importance of usage and adaptability in developing creativity. The finding aligning with recent studies published between 2021 and 2025. The theoretical implications suggest that integrating creative technologies usage into educational settings can enrich our understanding of technology adoption models, particularly in creative education. In terms of practical implications, the study offers guidance for educators and curriculum designers. Encouraging the use of creative platform can help students develop adaptability and humility has their creative. In conclusion, the study fills a clear research gap by explaining how the extended TPP can be applied to predict creative outcomes in education. It also offers val- valuable insights for future teaching uh, strategies. The future research, I recommend the large sample size, cross-culture validation, and quantitative testing to future come these relationships. Okay, this was. Thank you.